in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the New England Patriots. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Get it. Ready.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. But you look at this Patriots defense. They enter this one down to the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Here's Sanders. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Sanders to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A carry here for Trevion Henderson. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On play action, May. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Ronnie Hickman with a pick. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
2nd down and 8.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throwing, Sanders. This one is complete to Jenkins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But you look at this Patriots defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. The Patriots now at 2 and 5 to start play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw, it's May. They set up the screen for Henderson.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
Makes it 3rd and
11. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
5. Hey, what's that? Crazy.
Looking to throw. May. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there, and a first down.
And the Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, what's that?
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead to give up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The 35-yard line.
May going to give it to Henderson. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Well, this defense for the Browns, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
To the air, May. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. Occasionally, you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing here is May. This is caught by Williams. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Five. Crazy.
They'll try and throw for it with May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Shadur. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He corrects. figured that one out and made a really nice play. Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll throw with May. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running left is Stevenson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the Browns' 30-yard line.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Sir, what's that? Eddie, what's that?
Looking to throw. May looking to run. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Eddie, what's that? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
From the gun on 3rd down is May. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44.
Okay, break.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it. 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
Ready?
Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They need 2. Here's third down. To throw is Sanders. Open man, the tight end Fannin. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harold Fannin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
May now off the bootleg. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
Not many goals just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of them. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They give him a gain of 37.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Ready. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Sampson has some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Come on. Hit.
Play action. It's Sanders. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here we go. Hiking 18. Past the 60. 79 Broncos. Ready.
To throw now, here's Sanders. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Got it. Ready.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They'll go. Here's Sanders. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Crazy.
From the shotgun, May with it. Gets this complete to Butte. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here goes that. Crazy. 5.
From the gun, it's May. It's complete to Diggs. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here goes that. Crazy.
They'll look to throw again. And pass complete. Here's Butte with it. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Crazy.
They go play action now. May. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Sanders. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
70 Lions.
Sanders to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
At the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 9.
Here's Sanders. Going for the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
2nd and 10. Throwing, Sanders. Setting up the screen for Sampson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
A final shot before break. Sanders. Now he'll let it go deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On the counter, it's Stevenson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the shotgun, it's May. Now he's going to step up and run. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On the ground, it's Jenkins to start the drive. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Milton Williams there on the tackle.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19. Let's go.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And taken right at the 35. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Patriots take over
at their own 49-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
What's that?
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. And it winds up just an incomplete pass, though. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's May. Short pass caught by Henry. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He finds Douglas complete. And he's going to be dumped there, but he does have a 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give him a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches and they don't run the football, normally you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down the 15-yard line. 2nd and 7.
On the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
To throw, it's May. They set up the screen for Henderson. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns' drive about to get started. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them after they built that lead at intermission. They've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. On play action, here's Shadur. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough.
Here we go. Set. Panther 60. Panther 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room.
Okay,
here
ready?
is 3rd and quite a ways.
Let's go now.
Now Sanders. Over the middle, that's defended as tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Ready.
Again, here's Jenkins. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Looking like Warrior 70. Go.
To throw is Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Harold Fannin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Looking to throw. May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Patriots.
And now an audible here into something else.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Crazy.
They'll throw with May. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Marte Mapu, the one to bring him down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun, it's Shador. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
32-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
That's good for a Patriots first down.
Throwing here is May. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
At the Browns' 48-yard line.
Crazy. Hey, here goes tonight.
To the air, May. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task, but that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
This is caught. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. Touchdown. Kyle Williams taking it in. And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here this 4th quarter. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
They work now on 2nd and 9. To throw now, here's Sanders. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
6.
Looking to throw. Sanders. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short pass caught by Henry. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's going to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Once again, Judkins. And he will have the Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory. 48 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
First and 10 at the 21-yard
Come on,
line.
set. Blue, 32.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Black 40.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. Now, I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time.
Everybody's got a song called